Hello friends, I am Professor Chavan Mangesh. Today I am going to tell you about the India's greatest personality ever and forever, Mahatma Gandhi. Mahatma Gandhi was a indomitable moral spirit of India. Gandhi's life and teachings had a great impact on the history of India's struggle for freedom. He loved truth, honesty and simplicity. He believed in non-violence. It was Gandhi who secured freedom for India from the British rule. Gandhi was killed on January 30, 1948. This little old man was on his way to prayers. His first name was Mohandas. He was given the title Mahatma later on. Mahatma means great soul. Mahatmas loved his parents. His mother was a religious minded woman. In his childhood, Gandhi had no companions except his books and his lessons. As a little boy, he used to run home from school as soon as classes were over. He was afraid that he was afraid that someone would make fun of him. He was very honest. He was not interested in school games as he thought that they were a waste of time. One day he missed his compulsory school games because of bad weather. The teacher scolded him for telling a lie. From that day, he came to know that a man of truth must always be careful. Later on, he took long walks as a form of exercise and he enjoyed it throughout his life. His handwriting was not good. Later on, he tried to improve it but did not succeed. Mohandas was married at the early age of 13. His wife had never been to school. Mohandas was a strict vegetarian. One of his school friends persuaded him to eat meat to be strong. Mohandas was tempted to accept the advice, even though he did not like to deceive his parents. He continued to eat meat. Later on, he stopped it completely. One of his friends tempted Mohandas to smoke cigarettes, and Mohandas stole a little money for smoking. But soon he gave up smoking completely as he felt that it was dirty and harmful. He had decided to build his life on truth. He did not want to be dishonest towards his parents and his religion. Once he stole a small piece of gold, but he felt ashamed of it. His loving father pardoned him for this sin. At the age of 18, Gandhi went to college. He was not interested in his studies and he did not do well. He was advised to go to England to study it to be a lawyer. It was difficult for him to go abroad because he did not eat meat or drink wine like foreigners. He went to London wearing a black suit, and he was the only person so dressed. In London, he discovered a dining place where no meat of any sort was served. He came to know that many people in England ate no meat for health reasons. Later on, he started preparing his breakfast and supper in his own room and he bought his midday meals from outside. Gandhi tried to dress and act like an English gentleman. He took lessons in dancing, French, playing a musical instrument, and speaking in public. Soon he gave up all this for want of money and began to study law. He also studied teachings of the Gita, the Bible, and Quran. He learned that the truth he loved was not to be found in any one religion only. After 4 years of study, Gandhi passed his law examinations. He returned to India in 1891. Gandhi found that his work as a lawyer was not at all interesting. Lawyer's profession was not suitable for him. At that time, he was invited to go to South Africa to advise a rich Indian merchant. The merchant was trying to recover a large amount of money from a member of his family. Gandhi went to Durban in South Africa. At the age of 24, Gandhi soon found that the condition of Indians in South Africa was not at all good. He was not allowed to wear his turban in the court of law. Gandhi became known as a coolie lawyer. Once Gandhi was traveling in a first class compartment after buying a first class ticket. Still, he was pushed out of the train by a white guard. The next day, he was traveling in a large public carriage. He was given a seat outside with the driver. The white man in charge wanted a seat. Gandhi refused to move. The white man struck him. When he went to the main hotel in the city, he was not allowed to come in. Gandhi felt that he too helped the Indians in South Africa. He accepted for himself the simple living of the poorest Indians. He traveled by third class in the trains at all times. He continued to work against all attempts to treat Indians in an unfair and unjust manner. In the meanwhile, he was able to get the two merchants for a settlement out of the court. He made them agree about the amount of money and the manner it was to be paid. This success led him to believe that most quarrels between people could be and should be settled in a peaceful manner. During that year, many Christians and Muslims tried to convert him to their religion, but he continued to enjoy and depend more and more upon the holy books on Hinduism. He found for himself deep happiness and peace in these holy books on Hinduism. Gandhi learned that a new law was being planned to take away more rights of all Indians. Gandhi remained in South Africa and worked hard for the rights of the Indians. Gandhi, after the great achievement in South Africa, came to India and told his fellow countrymen how Indians were treated in South Africa. The white people living in Natal had also heard about Gandhi's activities. When he went back to South Africa, a crowd of white people struck him with stones and eggs. He managed to escape by dressing himself as an Indian policeman. He was saved by the courage of the wife of the English chief of police. From the struggle in South Africa, he came to believe in a soul force. He struggled against evil and force, not by using hatred and force. He struggled by love and disobedience of unjust laws. The government often put him in prison, but his followers continued his work. Gandhi left South Africa in 1914. By that time, the condition of the Indians was much improved. Gandhi returned to India. He was recognized as a leader and the Mahatma. He started an ashram near Ahmedabad. People of any race or religion were invited to come and live there. They were required, first, always to speak the truth, second, not to fight or hate other people, third, to eat only what was necessary to keep them healthy, and fourth, not to own anything that was not necessary. The untouchables also lived here. One Muslim merchant gave a large amount of money to Gandhi for the upliftment of the untouchables. Gandhi started wearing cotton dhoti spoon at home. Gandhi tried to improve the condition of the poor and suffering people without using force. He was against every sort of evil. Once, Gandhi refused to obey unjust orders and asked for punishment. The court had to release him without punishment. In 1930, he undertook the famous Salt March. According to the law, no one was allowed to make salt from seawater. The salt must be bought through the government. Gandhi decided to disobey the law. He walked 200 miles and made a handful of salt from the seawater. Crowds followed him. Since the God had given the sea, no government could keep it from the people. Gandhi started his struggle for the self government of the Indians. He knew that people had to work hard and win it for themselves. He did not want to use force or hatred. He undertook fast on many occasions. His followers grew in number and strength. Important leaders from India and other parts of the world came to talk to him. They listened to his message of peace and love for the world. After a long struggle, India became a free nation. However, Gandhi was troubled by quarrels between the Muslims and the Hindus. India had to be partitioned. Fighting between two groups broke out. Men, women, and children were killed. Many people became homeless. However, a young Hindu thought Gandhiji had done harm to the Hindus. As Gandhi was friendly with the Muslims, he fired the gun and killed Gandhi. Pandit Nehru paid tribute to Gandhi by calling him the father of the nation. He asked the Indians to give themselves to truth and carry on the noble work for which Gandhi lived and died. So, friends, there Nathuram Godse, angry man who killed the Mahatma Gandhi, and there is a death of India's great personality who fought, continue till the end of his breath for India. Thank you. If you like this story, please share and like the channel. Thank you.